Greetings, everybody. Today is Wednesday, and we're moving right along with our Psalms. We're in Psalm 119, and it's 176 verses, so we're kind of breaking it down into 16 verses per session. And so today we have 17 through 32. And as we were talking about yesterday, this follows the Hebrew alphabet. So the first 8 verses are Gimel, and the second 8 verses are Daleth. And so Gimel and Daleth today. So here's what it says, verse 17. Deal bountifully with your servant that I may live and keep your word. Open my eyes that I may behold wondrous things out of your law. I am a sojourner on the earth. Hide not your commandments from me. My soul is consumed with longing for your rules at all times. You rebuke the innocent, accursed ones who wander from your commandments. Take away from me scorn and contempt, for I have kept your testimonies. Even though princes sit plotting against me, your servant will meditate on your statutes. Your testimonies are my delight. They are my counselors. My soul clings to the dust. Give me life according to your word. When I told of my ways, you answered me. Teach me your statutes. Make me understand the way of your precepts, and I will meditate on your wondrous works. My soul melts away for sorrow. Strengthen me according to your word. Put false ways far from me, and graciously teach me your law. I have chosen the way of faithfulness. I set your rules before me. I cling to your testimonies, O Lord. Let me not be put to shame. I will run in the way of your commandments when you enlarge my heart. As we said yesterday, this is all talking, Psalm 119 is talking about being in the Word and what are the benefits of that. I like this concept of enlarging my heart. My note in my study Bible says the heart is opened by insight, freed from the weight of guilt, and able to trust in the path marked by God. One of the things that we pray a lot here at St. John is Lord, give me a clear vision of your truth, a greater faith in your power, and a more confident assurance of your love. But that first part, a clear vision of your truth, his truth only comes to us through his word. It's like verse 32, I will run in the way of your commandments when you enlarge my heart, is connected to verse 18, where it says, open my eyes that I may behold wondrous things out of your law. Give me a clear vision of your truth, O Lord. Because as the psalmist says further on down in verse 28, make me understand the way of your precepts, and I will meditate on your wondrous works. My soul melts away for sorrow. Strengthen me according to your word. You see, his word is where we find our strength to get through a pandemic. His word is where we find our strength to get through the trials and hardships of life. It is where we turn for the hope that we have. Part of that prayer is give me a clear vision of your truth, a greater faith in your power, but then a more confident assurance of your love. We have that confident assurance of his love that we find in his word. And it will enlarge our hearts. It will open up our insight and free us from feeling guilty about the sins that we commit. And give us that trust so that when our eyes are open, we do see wondrous things in his law. And so that's kind of a really good word, I know, for me today, because we're entering into the back end of this, and we just look forward to getting back to normal. And but we're going to find all that we need in His Word. My soul melts away for sorrow. Strengthen me according to your word. Just give me eyes that are open, Lord, that when I read these wonderful words that you give to us, I can feel encouraged, my heart gets enlarged, and my eyes become open to see how much you love me, how much you care for me, and how much you desire me to trust in that. So may that be your word today. Study these words. Look at these words. Meditate on these words. Verses 17 through 32 in Psalm 119. Good way to start the day, or end the day, or in the middle of the day. God's blessings, and be a blessing.